If it's trending, it's here now. This is Now Trending with Riggins on the Ace and TJ Show.
Did anybody see that video over the weekend of Ian Ziering?
Yes.
From 90210 fighting with that group of bikers?
He's 59 years old, and he was holding his own until there were like 4 of them on him.
Like the weirdest video. So he's out in L.A., and he says this group of bikers, which really was a group of people on little mini bikes. If I'm an actual biker, I'm livid that calling this a group of bikes. They're on these little mini bikes, and he said they ran into his car, so he got out to inspect whatever damage had been done to his car, and then confronts one of them, and they all gang up on him, and they all wearing their helmets, and they're throwing blows, and he seemed fine, but then had to go comfort his daughter, and it's been in like every major publication. It's the best press Ian Ziering has gotten in years. So it was a weird scene out there.
Yeah, but he fought one of them and was doing okay. And the other ones jumped in. They ended up, and he realized, I got to get out of here. And he managed to run away from them after they chased him across the street.
So is the internet making him out to be the bad guy in the thing? Or making fun of him or something?
So.
No, good.
I don't know anything about him. Is he a good guy?
Yeah.
He is?
Yeah, he is.
Okay.
And that's why he should have been armed.
Just shoot him off. I mean, I would never get in a fight with somebody wearing a helmet. You just already seem like you're not going to win that one.
There is a moment, if you watch right toward the end of the video, he's going between 2 cars to get out of there. And one of them he's pulled the guy's helmet off, I guess. And another guy picks it up and he has it reared back.
Like a weapon?
Yeah, and he's trying to get close enough to him to hit him with the helmet. And the whole time I thought, well, I pray he doesn't get that close because he'll split his head open.
That would suck.
Yeah.
He needed a machete.
Yeah, for real, honestly. I love this. Well, I don't love it. This is an interesting story. This Gypsy Rose Blanchard, who's now become like the internet's favorite person ever. She was convicted of 2nd-degree murder. Her mother was killed by Gypsy's boyfriend while Gypsy hid in the bathroom. Her mother had put her through Munchausen by proxy, made her daughter believe that she was ill with like leukemia and lymphoma, all these sorts of things. And
she couldn't walk.
And she couldn't
made her
walk.
go around in the wheelchair.
So Gypsy just gets out of prison right before Christmas and is now married already and has become this social media influencer, like posting all over the place. Just yesterday, she's talking about her husband's bedroom tactics and how great it is. And she's still got like this little baby voice. Like, hi, everybody. I'm Gypsy. And she's in her 20s.
I've been all over this.
Oh, really?
Watching the documentaries. We started the series about it.
Really?
Yeah.
So what do you make of all this? I mean, is this somebody that should be held up as like a hero? She was convicted of murder.
I don't know a hero, but I do feel very sorry for her that her mom did that to her and made her. I would have rather her mom have been outed and have to go through that embarrassment and all of that of what she had done and be in prison for what she did.
Yeah.
But it's awful, absolutely awful. And I think that's what people are doing when they're, I don't know, they like her stuff on social media and all of that because they do feel sorry for her. But, you at the same time, it's illegal to take a life.
Yeah.
And she served her time.
Yeah. She was sentenced to 10 years, got out after 8 on good behavior, I guess. But the boyfriend that actually did the stabbed her mother like 27 times or something like that while she was asleep, is doing life without the possibility of parole. But the internet seems to love this young woman. So it's interesting how this all plays out.
And look, not all people from Louisiana are like that. Like her mom. I'm surprised you didn't say something, Riggins. That the woman's from Louisiana.
Well, it is a perfect segue into this final story because some people from Louisiana are like that.
Some are, yes.
Some are.
During the college bowl games over the weekend, they did a live shot on Bourbon Street with no delay. Never, ever.
That's dumb.
A good idea because, the Bourbon Street's packed. People are out watching football and things like that. And right there on ESPN, well, I can't even show you really because we're on camera, but a woman flashes as the camera pans down right in front of a child in a stroller.
Right in front of a child.
So that was on ESPN, full boob out.
But what are you doing with your child in a stroller on Bourbon Street at night like that anyway?
So we're going to blame the mother walking down the street, not the woman with the camera and pulling her boob out?
I'm blaming everybody. I'm blaming both of them.
All right.
If you're going to take your kids down Bourbon Street, do it during the daytime. Even then, it's not not the best place in the world for your kids to be.
Yeah. So we got full boob on ESPN. Love that. And those are a few things.
I'm guessing that's not a Louisianian doing that. No,
I would agree. I would.
That's probably somebody visiting because their team was in the bowl game in the Sugar Bowl.
I got you. Okay.
Yeah.
Nice. Well,
I'm saying that anyway. Whatever.
Yeah. And I bet the people who with their child in the street they're not from Louisiana either.
Mm-mm. Yeah. They know better.
Yeah, they know better.
Those are a few things that are now trending.
All right. So all of you anti-fat shamers out there, you can't shame all fat shamers because sometimes fat shaming is exactly what someone needs to better their life. Sometimes we have an instance. I'm not saying go fat shame people or make fun of people for being fat. But sometimes it does work in the opposite way that you think it does. We'll tell you this coming up next.
Don't miss the Extra Funny podcast coming up at 9 a.m. Eastern. Live on the Ace and TJ Family app or download anytime wherever you get podcasts. More Ace and TJ coming up.
When it comes to losing weight, sometimes you don't even know where to start. You know that it needs to happen, but you need some help. Well, you start by going to acetj.com/weight loss and ordering Calitrin. Calitrin is scientifically proven to help you lose weight, and it is not a drug. It is not a drug. Repeat that. So here's what you do. You go to acetj.com/Calitrin, order 3 months, and then you'll get 3 months free. 4 months free. That's how it works with Calitrin.
Hi, I'm Thomas Davis, and let me tell you why I'm a proud member of Team Neogenics.
If your nagging pain is keeping you from being active, do something about it. Join the long list of pros and average Joes who have found relief with our stem cell and regenerative therapies.
After trying all the others, I decided to try Neogenics. My knees and shoulders haven't felt this good since my college days. If you want to get back in the game, do what I did. Visit Neogenics, where all you have to lose is pain.
When it comes to your money and things like a cash out refi, you hear a lot of stuff these days. Information is flying around, but here's the bottom line. You want someone you can trust. Well, here is someone that we trust. Richard Toccato and the Richard Toccato Companies. We worked with Richard for years, and you know all the ins and outs, and more importantly, you give everybody options.
That's right. We have a lot of options. You know, this one lady, we just refinanced her house, paid off all of her credit card debts. She even paid her car off. She's saving $1,000 a month. So that really changes her life and her financial well-being.
Yeah.
And she didn't have to make a house payment until 2024. So, I mean, there's not a better time to do it is when you need the extra money every month.
They call it cash out, is what we call it in the business.
Cash out.
Cash out.
That's right, cash out.
So it's one free 5-minute phone call right now, 704-800-4719, 704-800-4719, or go to homewithrichard.com. Do it today. You'll be so glad you did. The Richard Toccato Companies. When it's time for you to upgrade any of the furniture in your house, the first thing you need to do is check out Sweet Dreams Mattress and Furniture. You're going to love the people that run Sweet Dreams Mattress and Furniture. Go to acetj.com/mattress and find them. When it comes to buying or selling a house, you know, there are all kinds of people that can help you do that, but not like the Temple team at Keller Williams Realty. They are so much more than just real estate salespeople. Find out by going to acetj.com/Temple team.
This is the Ace and TJ podcast and radio show.
Yeah. Hey, welcome to 2020, folks. We know that most of you probably started 2024 before we did, but we only get a few days off, and we had to grab that last one. Thank goodness. My kids were like, "Dad, did you quit?" Okay, you hear a lot about fat shaming today. Fat shaming and body positivity. Now, body positivity is not a good way to describe what body positivity actually means. Because if you have body positivity and your body is great and you work out all the time and you're ripped and shredded and toned and all of that, then that's not a good thing. You'll get demonized for being body positive if you're on the good side of body stuff.
Okay.
It's only when you're overweight and out of shape and all that body positivity is a good thing. AKA fat acceptance is what the term, another one of the terms they use. And I get it, I'm not one to go around making fun of people. However, sometimes it can be a wake-up call. There's a story in the New York Post of a couple that was in Florida and went to ride the Mako at SeaWorld. I guess that's some kind of a roller coaster. And she said the woman's name is Tracy Lord. She's 43. Then I looked it up, and because the first thing I thought was, who is going to name their child Tracy? If her name's Lord, who would give her the name Tracy? Because Tracy Lords is infamous because she lied about her age so she could start doing pornography at 16 or 15. And that's what made her famous. So if you had a kid and your last name is already Lord and you named her Tracy, then that would be kind of trashy. But the age difference is not far enough apart for that to have been the case.
That's good.
Yeah. So anyway, she said that they put her on this roller coaster, and the bar to secure her wouldn't go over her legs. And she said, I tried to brush off not fitting on the ride in Florida as just one of those things, but after coming home, I felt sluggish and something just clicked. So she and her husband both came home and lost all kinds of weight. And they've lost 200 pounds together. Wow. Which is great now. Awesome. Shows a picture of them at Disney World in front of the castle. Looking good.
Wow, they look great.
Yeah.
Good for them.
Now, when I first saw the headline for this story and that picture accompanied it, when it says, I got kicked off a roller coaster for being, I thought it was going to say in a tank top. Because they're both wearing tank tops at Disney World. And I thought maybe that's why they got kicked off the roller coaster.
But no.
Of course not.
Yeah. There are only, there's certain types. You talk about body positivity. Somebody says, all right, we're going out in the Disney World parks today. Where's my tank top?
Trying to stay cool.
Yeah. I mean, that's a body positivity thing.
Want to be comfortable at Disney World. It's hot. A lot of walking.
Yeah.
Oh, if I got kicked off a roller coaster for being too fat, I'd be like, well, I'll just jump off the platform here and end it all, I think. How embarrassing.
Would it be more embarrassing than getting kicked off a roller coaster for wearing a tank top? Or being dressed inappropriately?
Or just wearing a tank top? Yeah, I think so. I think that's the worst.
Is it?
I think so. You're too big to ride. You got to get off in front of all those people. That's so embarrassing.
That's why I don't go on roller coasters. Yeah. Because they won't let me. So you got to be this tall and this skinny. When are they going to put one of those up? Yeah. Well, you can't be any wider than this, like they do. You have to be this tall. Would they ever do that? I think it would save people some embarrassment.
I thought I've seen in places where they have the seat that you can sit in the seat to see if you fit comfortably.
Yeah, but I mean, wouldn't it be a lot easier just to back up to that thing? If they've got a little wooden thing standing there with its arms spread open. than having to go get in a seat and try to lock me down, baby.
Yeah. They should just have somebody with a megaphone. You know you're too big to ride. If you think you're too big to ride this ride, just get out of line. You know.
Or have one of those big scales like they used to have at the carnivals that you got to step on before you get up there.
Oh, how embarrassing.
But would it be more embarrassing to be standing in front of the sign and realize I'm too big to get on here? Or get up there, sit in the seat, and then have them tell you that you're too big?
What's more embarrassing? Probably standing in the sign thing.
Really? But then you got to wait in that line for nothing.
Yeah.
You wait in the line, get up there. I know, but then you got to walk all the way down past the other people.
Yeah, at least with the sign thing, it's kind of like you can back up quickly and walk away. There's something about if you sit down into a seat and realize, I can't fit in this, there's the possibility then you have difficulty getting up, getting out, and that's way worse to me.
So we need to start a movement to have those placed outside of all the rides, save people embarrassment.
Yeah,
I think we can get that done. I have a question for Tech D Rob. It's more a question my wife had about the Tech D Rob when we came up here yesterday and cleaned the studio and all to prepare for our return to the airwaves and the podcasts. So we'll get to that next.
Get Ace and TJ anytime, anywhere, at your convenience with the Ace and TJ Show podcast. Available wherever you get podcasts. More Ace and TJ is next.
It's more than just a great room that makes the Hyatt-centric South Park Charlotte such a special hotel. It's the great restaurants, the great bar, the great meeting rooms, and a superior location. Make reservations and get details at acetj.com/Hyatt. Today, every company is a technology company. No matter what type of business you're doing, you are a technology company in some fashion. But becoming a fully enabled digital workplace is not easy. That's why you should let CompuCom guide you. CompuCom is a proven leader in managed IT services. They deliver innovative solutions designed for how you work today and, most importantly, for how that will transform tomorrow. They help you deliver results. Just go to CompuCom.com for details. That's CompuCom.com. Meal delivery services are a big thing right now, but Table and Twine is your local meal delivery service. The meals are fresh, not frozen like national chains. Plus, their meals start at just $7.99 a serving. Take back that time in your day, leave the shopping, preparation, and cooking to Table and Twine. Get details at tableandtwine.com. That's tableandtwine.com.
It's more than regular funny. It's extra funny. The Extra Funny podcast is live every weekday at 9 a.m. Eastern on the Ace and TJ Family app and available anytime where you get podcasts. Now, more Ace and TJ podcast and radio show.
Yeah, this is our first show of 2024. Our first day back at work from the Christmas and New Year break. And right before we came back, to work this morning, my wife and I yesterday came and cleaned the studio, dusted and mopped and vacuumed the whole thing. Well, actually, she did it, and then I made a video and posted it of her doing it. So that was my part. And I was in here in this room at one point, and she was in there in Rob's room cleaning. Dang. And she goes, "Look, I know I'm not supposed to touch anything on Rob's desk. I get it. But do you really think that he's going to finish off these crumbs of Ruffles in this bag when he gets back?"
When I came in today and I saw that bag open, I was like, God, Jody was in here, man.
Yeah, it was a bag of a Ruffles bag, open, laying on its side, like full open, and had maybe two handfuls worth of crumbs in it.
You left them in here the whole time, Rob?
And we were off for about 3 months.
In my defense, I was here pretty late, and I was just ready to get out of here when I was done. So I completely forgot that there were chips here. I didn't even register it.
Rob?
But I came in this morning.
Rob, whose fault is that you were here late that day?
Well, it was 100% mine because I put off things until the very end.
But yeah, she said, now look, I mean, I get it. People are different. And He didn't want me touching anything on his desk. But seriously, you may need to talk to him because that's going to draw ants.
Yeah, exactly.
I know. That was on me. That was my fault
You
completely.
forgot that it's a family-sized bag of Ruffles on your desk. Man, how do you not? How do you forget it?
I was tunnel vision at the computer.
Yeah.
I'm impressed that you could eat a family size bag of the sour cream and cheddar or whatever it is.
It was over a couple days. I bought the big bags rather than getting the small bags because it's like $2 for the small bags or like $4 for a bag that's like 4 times the size.
Yeah.
Did Jody know that?
Yeah. Send her a text right now.
I said he'll eat those crumbs tomorrow.
I did not. They're in the trash can.
You threw them away now?
Yeah.
Okay.
As soon as I came in this morning, I saw them. I was like, because when I saw that thing on Instagram yesterday, I went, I bet I had something on my desk.
The thing on Instagram, the picture of Jody, the video of Jody working up here yesterday that TJ posted.
Yeah, and I went, oh man, I bet there was something on my desk.
Oh, so you didn't know what? You just knew there was something.
There had to be something because I did some cleaning today when I came in and threw away a whole bunch of stuff.
What else did you throw away, Rob?
Oh, I threw away more than a handful of random napkins.
Yeah.
It's like Mr. Clean in there.
And checking out, like I had a whole bunch of papers I don't need anymore, so those are stacked over here.
Slow down, Mary Poppins.
They're stacked over there. He didn't throw away; they're just stacked over there, ready to be thrown away.
He's got 3 trash cans within arm's reach in there. I know exactly where they are. And he's like, I just stacked them over here.
This is where my papers go because maybe I want to recycle them or something.
So when we got home later, Jody goes, the studio wasn't as dirty as I expected it to be. It wasn't that bad. And I said, well, that's not what you were saying while you were cleaning it. Showing me the Swiffer mopper thing when you got me. Look at this. Okay. But it wasn't as bad as I thought. But tell Rob he's drawing ants.
You're right about that.
This is the Ace and TJ Show.
I think I may have found the British version of Ace. If anybody's been wondering where the British version of Ace is, he's going to be presented to you next.
Miss part of the show? Just download it. Get the Ace and TJ podcast on any platform. More of the Ace and TJ podcast and radio show is coming up.
Give the gift of health and community with the Gaston County Family YMCA membership. It's more than just a gym. It's an opportunity to join a community, receive support for health and wellness, and participate in programming for all ages. Get details at GastonYMCA.org.
If you want all of the heating, air, and electrical work in your house done by the very best, then you need Bradham Brothers. They've been a family business thriving for over 50 years, and that means they're doing something right. Go to BradhamBrothers.com.
Today, every company is a technology company, but becoming a fully enabled digital workplace is not easy. That's why you have CompuCom to guide you, a proven leader in managed IT services. They'll do more than just get you ready for today. They'll get you ready for tomorrow. Go to CompuCom.com for details.
This is the Ace and TJ podcast and radio show from the Calotren Studios. Lose weight the safe and effective way with Calotren. Go to acetj.com/weight loss to get details. Now, Ace and TJ. Ace and TJ.
So why do I say we found the British version of Ace? It's a British traveler, and this video has gone viral, where he has flown somewhere and he's in baggage claim, and his bags are taking a long time, and he's getting frustrated, and he's kind of throwing a fit, I guess. If you would call yelling and threatening to poop on the conveyor belt if they didn't hurry up. Yeah.
Yes.
So he's yelling, "Can you please hurry up? We are waiting. If you don't hurry up, I will go poo on the blanking trail." The man's luggage still didn't appear, so he jumps on the conveyor belt and rides it around, yelling, "Hello, hello. I'll tell you what, if you don't hurry, I'm going to lay a Richard right in front of it.
Leia Richard?
They say that that's British slang for
doing that.
Yeah.
I will be using that.
Yeah.
I need to lay a Richard.
But you know
That's
what?
hysterical.
I Googled British slang for that, and none of them said Richard. So I don't even know. There were all kinds of other British slangs for the word Richard that I found, but that wasn't one of them. Maybe I'm just not Googling it right.
But he's not yelling at the people. I mean, the people up top, where the thing is, that's not where the problem occurs. The problem is down below, right?
Well, yeah. Well, whoever's out there throwing the luggage onto the conveyor belt.
Okay.
You know.
You got to direct it in the proper way.
So then they said finally, after a long time, they said it was a long time, his bag came out first and he grabs and goes, "It's number one," and started dancing around with it.
The poop threat is always another level of freak out.
Yeah. But how is that what you would go to? You're going to do something to harm them.
Yeah.
You know, Leia Richard.
I'm just going to make this mess you're going to have to clean up.
Oh my gosh, that is crazy. I'm going to poop.
The visual, though, of a guy riding around on that thing, pooping in the airport is pretty intense.
Yeah. He was on his stomach on the thing with his knees bent so that like the bottom of his feet were up in the air.
What in the
world? Coming through there screaming at him.
I'm going to lay a Richard.
I'll do it.
If I were the baggage handlers, I would have said, "Oh, I want to see that."
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Let's see it.
Yeah. That's your threat. Let me see it.
That's not very British of him. Whoa.
Does that shut the whole airport down if he does?
Oh, no, I wouldn't think so.
Fire hazard, maybe, right?
Yeah, but I think, though, if he were to do that, the police should rub his nose in it. Like a dog.
This is the Ace and TJ Show.
Oh, Taylor, Travis, Fat Joe, what do they all have in common? Well, they're all trending. We'll get to it coming up in Now Trending.
It's a radio show, it's a podcast, and it's a TV show. Watch the Ace and TJ Show anytime. Just search for Ace TJ TV on YouTube. More of the Ace and TJ podcast and radio show is coming up.